everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a haul of the activewear that I've thrifted recently to list over on my Poshmark. So yeah, if you're new here, my name is Allie and I'm a full-time college student, so I'm just a part-time reseller, and I go by POSH ATHLETICA here on YouTube and on Instagram because it's a reference to my Poshmark closet called POSH ATHLETICA, which is like my main reselling account, and on there I only sell like luxury and trendy activewear. So yeah, if you do enjoy reseller related content, particularly regarding activewear, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, let's just jump right in. I did get one pair of shoes, so we'll start with those. They are these Noble trainers, and so yeah, Noble is the official sponsor of the CrossFit Games now, so they are perhaps the most popular amongst CrossFit athletes, but also like functional training athletes as well. And they do have running shoes now. So yeah, super popular, just like athletic shoe brand. My last pair of just like regular Noble trainers like this sold for $70, but they were a smaller size. They were like a 5.5. These are a women's 8.5, but they are missing the insoles. So I don't know, I'm probably expecting around $70 though, because like they are a larger size than my other ones, but they are missing the insoles, so we'll see. But yeah, moving on, I have a few sports bras. The first one is this, it kind of has like a mesh overlay bra. It's from Lorna Jane, which is like, this is their logo, like these three little shapes. I used to say that like their old logo would just have, it was just like one of these shapes, but I've kind of been seeing them like, there's some of their new releases only have like one of these little shapes. So now it's kind of hard to tell like what's older and what's newer just based off of the logo. But yeah, I typically don't pick up like older Lorna Jane stuff, but the newer stuff I love selling. The only problem is like their tags are super annoying if you ever see them, because like they're really long and skinny and there's like 10 pages, so they're always cut out. But I never really have a problem just measuring it and listing it at like whatever size it like correlates with, because I do have like other Lorna Jane that I've sold and that I've like provide measurements and like it has the size tag in it. So like I just compare like my stuff without size tags to that stuff and it always works out fine. So yeah, Lorna Jane bras I normally get between like $30 and $39, so like in the $30 range, but I'm kind of expecting a bit more for this one because it's got a bit more going on to it than just like a basic bra. But yeah, I'm sure you've seen on the screen already. All this stuff will be listed, has been listed already, so I'm throwing up screenshots of my listings. And pricing wise, like everything, a lot of my stuff does sell full price, or like it'll be within like the $10 range of whatever I listed it for. So like well, sports bras, since they are priced lower, normally it's like more like $5. But like leggings, normally like a lot of stuff I'll list at like $45 and the lowest I'll take is $35. But yeah, sports bras, like this one I'll probably list at $39 and expect between like $35 and $39. But yeah, next up I have this bra with some mesh detailing, and it's from Aloe. And this is like, so some like more trendy and like newer Aloe stuff you can get like, you know, a little bit more for. This is like pretty basic and it's like not necessarily the newest thing ever. So like my go-to pricing is just listing the bras at $35, and you know, sometimes they'll sell for full price or I'll take an offer of $30. So yeah, nothing like too crazy with like an Aloe bra because it is just a bra, but the leggings, you know, can go for well over $50. But yeah, the next two bras I have are actually the same thing, just in different color. It's like this ruched front bra, and it's from the brand Bowenty, which is like a trendy like activewear slash like athleisure line. Like in my opinion, it's more like athleisure. It's pretty inexpensive, and I know they send a lot of stuff like PR stuff to like Instagram influencers or just like influencers in general. So I don't know if that's why they're so popular, but like my Bowenty stuff, it always sells like really fast. Like I'm not getting like, so like this bra, I think it definitely retailed in the $30 range, probably low 30s, like honestly probably under 35, but my bow and tee bras, like I normally list at like 35 and I get an offer of 30 like pretty quickly, which is kind of insane considering they only sell online for like $34. So yeah, bow and tee, like I wouldn't pay up for just because like you're not gonna resell it for a ton, but I definitely pick it up if I like find it for over $5, for under $5, because it's always like a quick flip for me. So yeah, I have that pink one and this black one, both in a size medium, so I'm expecting a pretty fast sale on those. But yeah, moving on, I have 2 pairs of shorts. This first pair are these like tropical printed shorts from the brand Fleo. Ooh, from the brand Fleo, which is a CrossFit brand. It's a really good, like some CrossFit shorts, they don't necessarily, like they do okay, but you won't, like I won't pick them up because I'm not gonna get like over $35 for them, which is kind of like I want to be able to sell shorts for over 35. So yeah, but these, they are just shorts though, so the retail price isn't crazy expensive, but the resale value is pretty good on these. They do have a bit of a wash wear, so I'll price them accordingly, but I'll have to look into if these were like a limited edition print or not, because those like can do really well and you can like even sell them for over retail. But yeah, oh, another thing is like normally I say like I only pick up like high-waisted things, but as you can tell, these are like mid-rise, perhaps even low-rise, and my one exception with that is for CrossFit things, because like in CrossFit, like low-rise stuff is perhaps like most desirable if you have like, if you're super muscular, just because like high-waisted stuff will like cut into like your muscles in like an unpleasant way. So yeah, that is my one exception. But yeah, next up I have these shorts, kind of like a biker length, and they're from the brand Buff Bunny. This is the logo. It's another like Instagram trendy brand, you know, founded by Instagram influencer, and like they, like a lot of Instagram influencers also like wear their stuff, you know, like they're sponsored athletes. So yeah, it's like depends on the thing, because like with Buff Bunny, because some of the stuff is limited edition, so you'll be able to get more, and I can tell like this is like a newer style, it's not one of the older ones, so I'm expecting them to do a little bit better than if they were like a style from like 5 years ago. So yeah, that's always like a good pickup. I love selling Buff Bunny. It's kind of like on the same, not necessarily, well maybe not the resale value, but it's like really similar to like Alphalete, you know, founded by influencers and like worn by a lot of influencers as well. So yeah, moving on to the leggings, which is like, you know, leggings tend to sell for the most, so I tend to mostly pick up leggings. But yeah, first up are these seamless leggings, pretty basic, but they're from the brand Set Active, which I love selling. Sometimes, because since this is just printed on, sometimes it might rub off, but on the ankle it always says Set. Yeah, these are, again, it's not like founded by an Instagram influencer, but I think they do send it to a lot of influencers. So yeah, people love Set stuff, so I'm excited about those. The only thing is that it can be kind of hard to like identify the colors sometimes. So sometimes I'll just like be like, I think it's like the color rust or whatever, but like I'm not positive. So yeah, that can be a little tricky because they have a lot of like neutrals and stuff that are kind of, to me, look similar. So yeah, anyway, next up are these just pretty plain basic high-waisted black leggings, but they're from the brand Navigation, which is always another great find. They're another like super, I feel like this haul is just like all like trendy activewear brands. So yeah, there's honestly nothing super special about these, but they will definitely sell because they are Navigation. So yeah, and it used to be like Navigation stuff used to like sell out like really fast. So like you can resell it for like over retail, because like it was just like, I mean, they were a newer company, so like maybe like, you know, they weren't able to like keep constantly restocking stuff. And now I think they've gotten better at that. So it's like, it would like depend on like if it was like a limited edition color or something. But since these are just black, like, you know, not expecting anything crazy, but yeah, definitely a brand to be on the lookout for. And next up are these leggings with some like crisscross kind of detailing at the bottom, and they are from the brand Soul, which is SoulCycle's activewear line. So like I don't pick up like SoulCycle like merch type stuff that has like the wheel logo and like, you know, maybe it says like, you know, New York City SoulCycle. Like I don't pick up that stuff. But Soul by SoulCycle is SoulCycle's activewear line, and it's sold at Nordstrom. It's just like a high quality activewear line. And so like it does say like normally like it'll have like kind of like subtly it'll say Soul, but it doesn't have that massive like wheel logo on it, because it's just like an activewear line. It's not like anyone can wear it. Like, you know, it'd be like I personally wouldn't want to wear one of like the SoulCycle shirts with like the big wheel logo, because like I don't go to SoulCycle. But these, like, you know, it's not as in your face, you know, and they're like just like a high quality legging. So I will pick up Soul by SoulCycle, but not like SoulCycle merch, if that makes sense. But yeah, next up are these like pants. Like they're not joggers, they're just pants, but they're actually from Lululemon, which, you know, normally if you watch my hauls, I don't really thrift it. But these, like my Goodwill didn't mark up because they probably didn't notice the logo, but I actually like selling like activewear pants like this. Like people, I think, wear them maybe for leisure or like they're good travel pants. But these are a size 2, and they are like a newer style because they have the style number around the size dot. It doesn't really matter if you can see it or not, but it has, you know, it's a size 2, and then around it has like a bunch of characters around it. So like this stuff was made in like 2017 or newer, and so like the way you read the style number, if you're curious, is you find where the W or M is. So if it's a men's thing, you look for the M. If it's a women's thing, you look for the W. And the style number is just 6 characters. So you start at the W, and then you do like 5 more characters, and that's the style number. So you can just Google like Lululemon, and then like this is W5AHOS, and so then the style name will like pull right up, and it'll be like super easy to get all the info on it. But if you do have an older Lululemon piece that doesn't have the style number, I would recommend joining the Facebook group called Lululemon A to Z, because you can like, they have their albums are like so much easier to look through for like finding your piece. Or if you can't find it, you could just post a photo in the group and then be like, can you help me identify this? And like you'll get a response within minutes. So definitely an easy way to identify your stuff. But yeah, next up are these like neutral leggings. Nothing too special about them, but they're from the brand Balance Athletica. Not to be confused with Balance Collection, which is like super cheap. But Balance Athletica, like sometimes the stuff will say Balance, or it'll just have like a triangle on it. And like, it doesn't really say Balance Athletica on like the inner tags. So, yeah, but anyway, these are just like I said, a pretty neutral legging. The only thing with Balance Athletica, like it's kind of, so this is actually a newer style, and now they do these like tearaway tags. So for one, you might come across something that doesn't have a size in it. Luckily enough, like this still has the size tag. But also they do, so like they have like, you know, they drop their collections, and a lot of the stuff, like the colors are pretty similar, and like so they do have some prints, but most of their leggings are just solids, and the colors tend to be pretty similar. So it's definitely going to be hard for me to like identify the exact color. So, you know, I'll just be like, I think it's this color. You could kind of tell because like this is a newer style, because for one, it has like the embroidered, which is slightly newer, and it doesn't have a front seam, and all their leggings used to have a front seam like back when they first launched. But also, so like I've personally ordered from Balance Athletica, so like I have some stuff and I know like their fabrics and stuff. But if you're unfamiliar with them, it's also going to be hard to list because they have their different fabrics. Like they have like their cloud pant, the OG pant, and it's not just named for like this style, but it's named for the fabric. So if you've never felt it before, it's going to be like, maybe you're able to easily identify it. Like their black is called like Onyx, or is it called, no, it's called Midnight. They call their black Midnight. So maybe you're like, oh yeah, these are obviously like leggings in the color Midnight. But like if you've never for sure felt like their OG pant or their cloud pant, you're not really going to be able to say like, you know, it's the OG pant or it's it's like the cloud pant, because like they're like constructed in kind of exactly the same. It's just different fabrics. So that might be kind of tricky. Like I can tell based on feeling these are the cloud pant, I think. I'll have to compare it to my leggings, but yeah, so just keep that in mind. Like it might be tricky to list, but yeah, anyway. So next up we have these gray leggings, and they're actually a collab. They're the Gymshark Whitney Simmons collab. It says like Whitney Simmons on this bar, and it probably has, yeah, it has the Gymshark logo at the ankle. But Gymshark is not necessarily a brand that I thrift a lot. Like I come across it a lot at the thrift store, but I tend to leave it behind because the resale value isn't like super great anymore on it. But it really depends on the pieces. But like the collabs that they do with influencers are always like limited edition, and kind of sometimes it depends on like, now I feel like since they have so many like warehouses and stuff, they're able, like it's easier to get your hands on the stuff. But before it used to be like really hard, like the stuff would sell out really fast. And I know these are from like the first, Whitney Simmons did like 2 collections. I know these are from the first collection, because like the second collection didn't have the ventilation. But yeah, we'll see. They're in pretty good condition. The only thing is there is some like pulling, like you can tell like at the seam, but there's not a lot of like pilling or anything, so that's great. But yeah, next up, one of my favorite brands to sell, they're like these so like at first I was like, oh well, because I don't know if this is like white, black and white tiger print or just like zebra print, because like I have a bra from, it's Year of Ours, and I have a bra and it's like pink, and they call it like the pink like tiger bra. So I was like, okay, maybe this is just like black and white, but it kind of looks like zebra. So like, I don't know what, I'll probably just advertise it as both. But yeah, Year of Ours, I freaking love selling. Honestly, I don't know if it's because of me or just like what, but there's like, there used to be not a lot of listings on Poshmark, but like now there's like quite a few. But also it's because like they do sample sales sometimes. So yeah, they're kind of, but yeah, they've been getting a lot of like press, like celebrities wearing their things. So like their popularity has definitely gone up recently. But yeah, their leggings, I would say like over $70 for them, but we'll see. If there's like a lot of others listed, then maybe more in the $60 range, but normally like $70 range for their leggings, which is obviously a great return, because like basically all of these leggings I just pay like $4.99 for, or no, $5.99, but then I get 10% off, so it comes out to $5.40. So yeah, anyway, next up is actually like another pair of like neutral leggings, and these again are from POSH Athletica. So you can see sometimes it just has the triangle. These are an older style, I can tell, because they do have a front seam down the front. So yeah, this is like what the size tag looks like on the older stuff. It's not like the tearaway, so like it's normally the size is still in there. But yeah, these feel like the OG pant to me. But we'll see. Like one way that might help you identify it is like for the copyright year, you can tell like what year the collection came out. So this is 2018, so I'll just look at what collections came out in 2018 and see if that helps me narrow it down to what color it might be. But yeah, next, oh, these are just black seamless leggings, but again, they're from Set Active. So yeah, again, like pretty basic, but the brand is why I picked them up. And then these are, oh, so maybe you can tell by the fabric, but they are Beyond Yoga, and they are a pair of their space dye leggings. And their space dye leggings are like called that, like it's called that because of like the marled look, but it's also because it's made out of their space dye fabric, which is their super soft fabric. So yeah, if you do come across Beyond Yoga in their space dye fabric, but maybe the title of the item isn't like, if maybe these are just called like the legging or something, I would definitely put in like space dye in the title, because like there are people who specifically look for Beyond Yoga space dye stuff because it's so soft. But yeah, the outside of these are in really great condition, but like inside, like this white part of the waistband does have some pilling. So we'll see, but I'll probably still do like my go-to pricing. like for Beyond Yoga space size stuff, normally like it's just like a bread and butter for me. Like I just list them at 45. Sometimes they'll sell for full price, or the lowest I'll take is 35. So nothing too crazy, but like their metallic stuff does better for me. So like I'll list that stuff at 55 and the lowest I'll take is 45. But yeah, next up I have these green leggings with some like texture to them. They're from the brand Booty by Bra Brands, I believe is how you say it. But so these leggings, like I've seen them on Instagram before. Like I don't know if they're the ones who created them or not, but if you've seen like the textured leggings that are like anti-cellulite and like butt lifting, like they have those. You know, these are also textured, but they're not kind of in like that, you know, like the leggings I'm talking about. But they definitely have a following. They're super big on Instagram, and like it's also like a workout class program thing. I forget her name, but like her last name is Bra Brands, so that's why it's Booty by Bra Brands. Yeah, the only thing, but it doesn't really matter because like I'm confident whoever is buying these is familiar with the brand. But they only basically have like 2 sizes of leggings. So these are like a 1 size legging, and like they have a larger size. I forget what they call it, but yeah, but that's definitely not a problem because like, you know, they have a following, and like who's ever buying these probably knows like if they fit that like 1 size or not. But yeah, next up are these leggings. They're just like a navy legging, but they're from Game by Universal Standard. I first like found out about them, I guess. Like I know about Universal Standard, but like these straight up say Game by Universal Standard. But in my like thrift with me video I did in the past, like I came across shorts. I came across a pair of shorts, and like in the shorts it just said Game, but they felt really nice. They like the fabric is really similar to Lululemon Align fabric. So I looked them up and then found out that was Universal Standard's line. So yeah, these are like a 2XL, but I know the shorts that I found, they were like a size small, but Universal Standard has like their own sizing, so they're their equivalent of like normal size, like large. So yeah, I don't know if these are actually a 2XL or like even like a larger size. So I'll just find the size chart and list accordingly. But the last pair of leggings I have are these like neon pink leggings with some like ruching at the ankle, and they're from Free People Movement. And Free People Movement, like sometimes this stuff sells like instantaneously. Like I'll list like a pair of leggings and like it'll sell like same day for like full price, or I'll get like a really reasonable offer, but I can never tell like what it is. Like, you know, it's not like they're all like, you know, mesh leggings, they're all like floral leggings. Like it just like varies. So we'll see if these are one of the ones that sell instantly, or like it never really takes a super long time for the other stuff to sell, like definitely within 90 days. But yeah, we'll see if these are it or not, if they have the it factor. But yeah, that was it. That was my haul. Hopefully you enjoyed, and you can consider giving this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy, and subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, thanks so much for watching.